It's the vlog you've been waiting for, or maybe it's just the vlog that I've been waiting for, but you're going to enjoy. Either way, it's time to taste test and review the Trader Joe's Gyoza. Let's do it. Hey everyone, Dave K here today with all the gyoza. I got it all right here. I'm excited to share this taste testing and review of Trader Joe's Gyoza vlog with you today. You know I'm a food dude and I love to share my food thoughts. So I'm gonna take you through which ones of these I have not tried, their health and nutritional content, and then we'll dive into the taste testing, the reviewing, and telling you my preferences. So I'll start you off with the chicken gyoza here. The chicken gyoza is the only one I believe I've had before. This one has boneless chicken, cabbage, onion, soy sauce as the first 4 ingredients, so you know it's generally fairly nutritious. 0 sugars in this one, 30 grams of carbohydrates, 4 grams of dietary fiber, and 10 grams of protein. So to me, it looks like generally it's pretty good. Saturated fat is about 1.5 grams of the 4.5 grams of total fat. So again, overall, pretty healthy, not bad. And I'll tell you, they are delicious. I've had these before, really do enjoy them. Might try them here along with the other flavors, just so I can kind of compare in the moment. But these are so good, whether you like them kind of soft, or you can make them kind of more crunchy in the air fryer, or you can bake them, whatever's best for you. There's a whole bunch of ways to make gyoza, but fantastic snack meal type item, and I'm excited to share my thoughts with you here today. Here to challenge the throne of the chicken gyoza. I've heard this is an amazing one. The Spicy Salmon Gyoza. I love salmon. I'm such a seafood person. So I'm excited to dig into these. And these, to me, look even more nutritious. Total grams of fat are 9 grams of fat. So it's got more fat, but more of them are unsaturated. So still only 1.5 grams of saturated fat. You've got 31 grams of carbohydrates, about the same. Dietary fibers a little less, at 3 grams. Total sugars is only 1 gram, but 0 added sugars, so that's natural sugar. And then you've got 7 grams of protein. That's the punch that I like that this one has. But I guess nutrition-wise, they're probably very similar. I also want to note that in the chicken gyoza, the serving size was 7 at 200 calories. This serving size is 5 at 230 calories, and they still look smaller, so more calories in each one. The filling has cooked salmon, cabbage, edamame, soy flour, soy sauce. So again, a lot of the same ingredients you have in that other example. Next up in the classic Trader Joe's bag here, we have the pork gyoza. This pork gyoza has a lot more sugar. It's got 3 grams of sugar, 2 grams of fiber, 10 grams of protein, and 7 pot stickers at 230 calories. These are full of pork, cabbage, onions, water, green onions, soy sauce, and more. So again, similar setup on the inside, but surprisingly, more sugar. Next up is these fancy bags. Check out this Thai vegetable gyoza here. Excited to dig into this one, some of the specialty ones. 5 servings per container, about 3 pieces. Oh, I've been reading the serving size wrong the whole time. That was servings per container, not servings per piece. So they all are 3 in a serving. Wait, no. There are 7 pot stickers in a serving. There are 5, no. So confusing. Look at these labels. Oh my gosh. These labels look like they're meant to throw you off. This one's serving size, 7 pot stickers, and you've got servings per container about 3, and that's the pork ones, about the same I think on the chicken ones, but if you look at the salmon ones, it says about 5 servings per container, serving size 3 pieces. So I was backwards there, but oh my gosh, a lot of calories in a salmon gyoza. So let's read this one right. 3 pieces is a serving at 160 calories. It's full of white cabbage, carrots, chives, white radish, so a lot of vegetables here, of course, in the Thai vegetable gyoza. And it has 3 grams of sugar, including 1 gram of added sugars, 4 grams of protein, 3 dietary fiber, and 25 carbs. Last but certainly not least, we have the Thai shrimp gyoza. Shrimp, I mean, you can't lose, right, if there's shrimp in your gyoza. This one's full of shrimp, white cabbage, chives, green onions, and more. 11 grams of protein, 2 grams of sugar, 3 grams of dietary fiber, and 35 grams of total carbohydrates in 5 pieces. So again, they're inverted. This one says serving size 3 pieces on the bottom line, whereas this one says serving size about 5 pieces on the top line. So confusing, but we got it figured out. All right, now I'm gonna cook them all together and let you know what we think and how they stack up. Let's do it. So here we have all 5 flavors of gyoza right here. Starting from the top, we've got the veggie. Next to it is the shrimp, and then you can see the styles kind of change here for the pork, salmon, and chicken. All of them look fantastic, but you can see Those shrimp and veggie ones there in the back look a little bit puffier, a little bit bigger, a little bit smoother maybe. So maybe those are the premium Trader Joe's gyoza, who knows? But we'll dig in here today and let you know what we think. I'm excited. All right, I'll start us off with the classic chicken. I've had the chicken gyoza here before, but just remind myself what this one is like, give you an idea of the flavors on this one. Cheers. It is a very smooth, kind of dumpling-style chicken flavor with a little bit of vegetable flavoring in there as well. You can kind of taste the soft onion or other vegetables in there, but mostly that chicken flavor. It's a good amount of meat, and I really do enjoy that chicken gyoza. So that one does rate pretty well for me. Overall, right now I want to give it like a 7 while I try through the rest of them to leave room for improvement. Let's see that next one on the list. All right, the next one in line is the Spicy Salmon Gyoza. Let's try this one. You know, I love the texture on that Spicy Salmon Gyoza. It's like a smooth salmon. You might get the salmon out of a can, kind of diced up like that with that kind of smooth consistency, like little bitty shredded pieces of salmon. Kind of that sort of feel to it, which is really nice in terms of the smoothness. But it doesn't have the level of kick or the level of flavor I was expecting. I am going to try some more and let you know if maybe that changes. You can hopefully see in that salmon gyoza right there, kind of that consistency that I'm talking about, a smooth, kind of minced or diced salmon feel to it. It's good. The Spicy Salmon Gyoza is good, but again, I'm not blown away by the spice level or the salmon flavoring level on that one. I don't know if I think it's significantly better than the chicken. It is a good flavor. I want to say probably about a 7 as well. I'm sad to say, you know, I normally like seafood a lot more, but this one's, it's good, but it's not mind-blowingly good. And maybe I'll give it a 7.5. That little bit of spice is nice, but again, it's not mind-blowingly amazing in terms of all the best gyoza I've ever had. Next up is the pork gyoza. Let's give this one a shot. I think that one's surprisingly kind of mild and nice at the same time. A lot like the chicken gyoza, it doesn't have a very strong meat flavor to it, kind of subtle flavor mixed with those vegetables. But I like how on this one, they've kind of used that green onion a little bit more. So if you look at in my right hand here, the classic chicken, looks like you can see more onions or white kind of vegetables in there. Whereas in the pork one here, they've got the green vegetables going on. Very similar in terms of flavor. I like them both, but I like how they've changed it up a little bit for the other meat flavors. Now let's get funky with a little bit of the Thai vegetable gyoza. I'm saving the shrimp for last. I'm thinking maybe that'll be the best for last. Let's give this vegetable one a shot. These Thai gyoza must be the premium version or the specialty version. Really love the amount of vegetable flavor on that one. Strong vegetable kick. I'd love some meat in it, so I'm excited to try the shrimp one. But the combination of vegetables here is really good, really strong. And you can see it's so colorful on the inside, so you know you're getting a lot of vegetable flavor on that one. You can kind of taste the difference between the carrots and the onions. So much flavor in one little gyoza. And the cabbage and other vegetables on this one, such a strong flavor. Really, really well done blending all those vegetable flavors on that one. I'm excited to try the shrimp one as well. Now for the piece de resistance, the Thai shrimp gyoza. Let's see how this one goes. That is a good one. You've got to get deep in the gyoza in order to really get that shrimp flavor. And it's not as strong as the shrimp flavor as I was expecting, but I feel like that's really good how they've kind of blended the vegetables and the shrimp on that one. I don't know if it's substantially above all the other gyoza flavors, but I feel like there's at least somewhat of an increase for me, an improvement, where I'd rate those premium ones, the Thai ones, a little bit higher than those traditional gyoza. I really was expecting a little bit more of a shrimpy flavor on that Thai shrimp one. I feel like the vegetable gyoza actually won the most strong, pungent flavor award. Really all fantastic gyoza, but that one did really well. And then of course I love shrimp, and I think they've done a pretty good job of blending the shrimp and the vegetables on this one as well. Something else to observe is the difference between the appearance of the traditional gyoza and the shrimp gyoza here. You'll see this one's kind of fluffier and lighter. I feel like it's easier to kind of bite into and chew. It's easier to cook, so it doesn't come out too crunchy versus these more classic gyoza. Overall, all of these gyoza make for a nice healthy meal snack if you're looking for a combination of vegetables and meats. However, in terms of choosing between the different flavors, I think it really just depends on what kind of style you like. If you're looking for more of a Thai flavor, if you're looking for a meat or a vegetable option, all of them really, really good. None significantly better than the others, none substantially improved, But I like them a lot. I would definitely eat all of them again. If I had to pick one here today, I think I'd probably say the Thai shrimp, but I'm gonna try a little bit more of these flavors and figure out exactly which one sets itself apart from the others. All right, we've got Mike with us here now as well to try the flavors. Mike, let me talk you through what you're looking at first.
Okay.
So, top to bottom, you've got Thai veggie, Thai shrimp, pork, salmon, and chicken.
Okay. All right, I'm excited.
All right, which one do you want to try first?
What do you recommend? Do you recommend I go in order?
I think reverse order.
Reverse order, okay.
Yeah, let's go bottom to top here.
Chicken.
Chicken.
Chicken first.
You've had this one before.
Big fan.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
A classic favorite. I love it. Can't go wrong with chicken.
So it's done as you remember. Okay, so they're all cooked the same.
Okay.
So we'll be able to compare them all with the same kind of texture.
All right. This one is...
Next one up is the spicy salmon.
Okay. It's kind of weird to bite into salmon. Like you don't, especially after chicken, you're thinking to yourself, oh, that was really weird. But then you get a little bit further into it, and I feel like it's pretty good. It's pretty good. If you like salmon, I think you're really gonna like that one. A little lemon on top would make it perfect.
I like that idea of putting lemon on the top. I feel like this piece was far more flavorful than the last salmon piece I had, so I was pleasantly surprised this time around. Next one up is the pork.
Yum. I think that might be an MNU favorite.
Really?
I'm telling you, that's really good flavor. Chicken's great too. Don't want to take away from chicken, but that pork flavor is so good.
Earlier I was saying, I feel like the green onions in there really add like a variety of like how the style's done. If you look inside those gyoza, kind of comparing the chicken and the pork, you'll see it's kind of whiter in that chicken one. You got the green onions in the pork one right there. So I really feel like that does add a little bit of variety and nice flavor to it. So pork's the new number one?
It's up there with chicken. It's up there. They're both together up there, yeah.
Next up, the Thai shrimp.
Okay.
See what you think. Maybe a new number one?
We'll see. The first bite is weird. It is. You give it a second, and it tastes really good. It's like, oh, okay, here we go. Like, now I'm getting to the flavor profile. I like that one. That's up there. I mean, the salmon's the least of them all now, but the other three are just like competitive, right with each other. It really depends on personal preference, but I like that a lot.
Okay. And now for the Thai veggie.
Yum. Not bad, but in my opinion, that's the second. Like that's like the one where it's like veggie. You know what? No. Sorry, it's veggie and then salmon and then everything else. So I think veggie's probably on the bottom there, but still not bad. Like it just takes a minute. It's a little bit more like I think there's like a carrot in there or something like that, like a mushy something in there. It's not bad. I would eat it again. I'd eat the whole thing. It's just not my like favorite. Pork and Thai shrimp. Those are really good.
You've got a great point. I didn't even mention earlier the consistency on that one. You're right, it is a lot more kind of mushy in a way, not as solid as the other ones. I feel like the flavors on that one though, huge amount of flavor, just variety there. So it's interesting to hear kind of that consistency takes away for you, puts it on maybe the bottom, whereas I think the flavor profile on that one's one of the strongest. So overall, your number one?
I'm gonna say pork today. You know, it's really competitive. Those top three are really good, but I'm gonna say pork's on top. How about you?
I agree in that I think they're all fantastic. And I think that it's a very close competition for me, kind of across the board. I think they're all fantastic flavor. Thai shrimp does take, I think, number one for me for now. But again, all fantastic flavors. Have you tried the gyoza at Trader Joe's? And what do you think? Looking forward to trying more food items in the future as well. Let us know if you have any recommendations for that. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay informed of future adventures. And until next time, play on. With zero added... I also want to note that the serving size on the last bag, the chicken ones, was 7 per container. Next up in the classic, but just remind myself of the flavor, give you an idea of what this one is like. You know, I love the texture. These Thai ones must be, these Thai I don't know if I substantially put it above all the other gyoza flavors, but in terms of